Listen, we've been talking for a minute. I want to know one thing. What's your problem? Ever been asked that before? Somebody asks you, like, what's your problem? Like you start a conversation with someone and immediately they go off on you. And you know for a second something else is going on that, they're trying to put the problem on you. But the reality is there really another problem going on? They've been talking about you long before you open your mouth. What's your problem? It's a deep question. What's your problem? Because it longs to the idea that have you been studying your problem long enough to know what it is? See, so when somebody asks you what's your problem, life is calling for a real answer. It's calling for you to be able to say, this is my problem and here's my solution. Because the only way to solve a problem is to really know what the problem is. And because you are unique and different from everybody else, your problem is not the same as my problem. Yeah, you may have financial issues, like I may have financial issues. I may have spousal issues, relationship issues, issues with my children, issues with my career. On the surface, it may seem like we have the same problem, but baby, we don't have the same problem. I want you to know that your problem is not my problem. And it's important for you to get to know what your problem is, because until you get to know what your problem is, you are not going to be able to solve it. This is the reason why Albert Einstein once said, he said, if I had an hour, now listen to this very carefully, to examine or come up with a solution to a problem, he said, I would spend 55 minutes of that time studying the problem and 5 minutes solving it. Now that's wisdom, because what he's telling you is that if you get to the root of the problem, if you understand what the problem really is, then it shouldn't take you very long to solve it. But most of us complain about our problem. We gripe about it. We make ourselves a victim of our problem. We woe is me about our problem, and we don't study it. Have you studied your problem? What's your problem? Time for you to study your problem. I'm the Pleasure Prophet. I want to help you understand what your problem is, uniquely woven to you, so that you can solve it once and for all and be rid of it. I want to help you solve the problem of survival mode, being stuck in survival mode, so you can get into fully living. Because the reason why you're not fully living has nothing to do with anyone else but you. And until you understand what that reason is, you're going to stay stuck there. Let's find out what your problem really is. Share, subscribe, save. I'm the Pleasure Prophet. Love you, baby.